You want to flash, you want to flash green.
Oh, goody.
It should pick up with, oh, your.
I just put it down and it turned green.
It should be green,
Yeah, it should be green. You want it to be green.
But
I know,
think
it is
still
green.
Yeah.
pick up.
Green now.
Yeah, okay.
So do you want mine?
No, there's one here now. It's your
Oh.
turn. I turned it on. It was off. That's
Okay.
what I was telling you.
All right,
Okay.
sorry.
No worries. So August was great. It was very busy. We ended August with a trip to Door County with 42 seniors. Yes. Yes, we did. Pardon me? We still have a chef. And he's, plugging along. I like the slow climb. It's good because if we would have thrown him right into everything really big, this is really good. The big test will be Oktoberfest because I will be gone and he will be doing it. So other staff already, we have Laura in charge of the German chocolate cake because she's a phenomenal baker. So we figured we'd take that off of his plate. Because he'll have plenty of other things to do. But that'll be our next big event. We've got the band, our usual Oktoberfest band and everything. It'll be outside, hopefully. I know last year, Lori and Gloria, you guys were there, and it was a mad scramble to get inside because it just started pouring. Yep, and then we ended up back outside. So hopefully there won't be any transitioning like that. We have the youth staff, we hired 2 new people, Brianna and Samantha. They've been doing great. They're both high school students. They both get out 9th period, so they can
they're
get
on
there on time.
They get out
They don't
early.
have 9th period class, so they get out. And so, well, Samantha can only do it 2 days a week. She has a flex schedule, but Brianna is there all 5 days in time, which is great because now we only have 1 spot and we're at 48, and there's 2 spots that we had open were filled in by kindergarten twins. So that brings kindergarten and 1st grade up to 25. Yes, which, thank goodness for that cow meeting because she donated,
Oh, my God.
the energy company donated some Barbies and some Kinects and Legos, and then also we got a huge influx of Legos from seniors donating, so we were super stoked on
And
that.
that marble game is awesome.
Isn't it? We have
'Cause
2
we
of
have
those. We have 2 of those. Ben is out with COVID this week, so you know what? He was the last domino to fall. We were just waiting for it.
It was his turn.
So it's been great with volunteers. Have been awesome this week in his absence, and the NHS volunteers have started, so that's great. It's really, especially like I said, with this age group, it's just really the more the merrier as far as staff and volunteers. So that's going great. Budget-wise, we're still right on track. I know there's a couple revenue line items that we have surpassed. Part of that, though, we're going to make up for with Teen Club not happening and maybe not happening second semester, but we are well on our way. And then on the expense end, we had to do some adjusting. We clearly did not put enough money in program supplies. So that's something that I'm keeping it this way and going over so that we keep track of it and we know come next year to have a better, a more realistic number for that. So that's where we're at on that. October, November, December newsletter should be on doorstep sometime this weekend. It went out to the entire township, so we're really getting
Gearing
ready
up.
for the deluge of some new members.
right.
We've had a lot of new members lately, so that's great to see. And
Because we haven't done an all township newsletter in like 2-3 years, right?
it's been 4 years now.
4 years, okay.
So, yeah. And with that, we are open till 7. And so it's just a whole new
We're getting
creature.
back to normal.
Yeah, as normal as the holiday season gets.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
yeah. So, any questions for me?
When is Oktoberfest?
It is September 30th. It'll be at 6 p.m. Yep. And then anybody that wants to come early for that, because that's a very quick turnaround, because the kids end at 5:30.
Yeah.
And then,
Chelsea. It's right here.
and the youth coordinator, Joe Cacciatore, will actually, he gets to actually take a vacation finally.
I know, he'll be off that week.
He'll be gone for that week.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You can count on me.
thank you.
I'll be there.
7 o'clock, 6 o'clock? or
6.
7?
It starts
7,
at
you'll be
6.
too late.
Okay, so 6. And what time does it normally end?
8.
8, okay, so 6 to 8, okay. Thank you.
Sure. And then our community center committee meeting is on September 22nd.
Third.
Third, it's a Friday. Yeah,
We moved it for that.
right, because the senior trip leaves the next day, so,
Right.
yeah.
Busy, busy.
Busy, busy.
And what's the chef's name? Sorry.
Corey.
Corey?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
Corey.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Assessor Penny?
The 2022 assessments have been mailed out to all of the property owners. Township factor that was listed on the blue sheet was 1.0263. They were mailed out on August 25th, so the final date to appeal will be September 26th. If there are any questions or concerns regarding the value of property, the homeowners can call our office or file an appeal with the Lake County Board of Review. We get to see any file the next day that they enter into the Board of Review computer system. So we're keeping up with the files so far. As of tonight, there were 149 appeals filed with the Board of Review after 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Low.
Since August 1st, 2022, there have been 159 new permits recorded in our assessment program. There have been property owners coming to apply for their exemptions. If any of the owners see that the exemptions were not listed on the tax bill, this is the time to bring it to our attention because the cutoff date is coming up in October to where we can make some corrections. October 31st is the date. The appeal season is, like I said, here. We're working on the appeals. If there are changes that we can make, we are contacting the homeowners. If there are no changes, we are submitting the evidence for the Board of Review to continue with a hearing.
Okay.
Feedback on nextdoor.com. People were talking about property tax bills, and a lot of the comments I saw were saying how helpful Ela Township was, so nice job.
Thank you.
It's good. Great.
Not everybody put in.
I'm like,
Yeah, there's always about taxes, but
Yeah.
I just want to let you know. Good job.
That's good.
Thanks. We
That's
try.
good. They do, they do. Okay. Anybody else? Questions, comments? Okay, thanks, Penny.
Mhm.
Next, we'll just go in order. Mike, come on down. You're the next contestant. Or culprit, what I'm going to say.
Well, as a matter of fact, our new employee, Chris Falco, has been with us for 4 weeks now. And he's been a very good hire in my eyes. The guys like him. They say he works really hard. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed, knock on wood, that we do not lose anybody else before the snow flies. The construction started on the tennis/pickleball courts Tuesday, August 30th. The field engineer from Gaywald Hamilton is Joe Casella, and I've worked with Joe my first year here on the road program. He is a very knowledgeable engineer, and I think we will be in very good hands with him running the project. Everything seems to be going so far so good out there. As far as projects go for us, we still have quite a bit of ditching left to do throughout Ela Township that we have on the books for this year. Plus the guys have been busy roadside mowing to try to keep up with the growth. It's been a very good year for growing, so usually we try to get 2 to 3 mows in a year, and This year, it's been almost our fourth time going out, so we did actually get a complaint today from a resident in North Barrington. He said that he owned all the property up to the road, and it was just, he tracks nuclear submarines for the government, so it was kind of odd. But,
What did that have to do with the other?
yeah, it was just weird. I felt bad for Austin, because he had to take the brunt of it.
Did you send him back to North Barrington?
I told him he's got to go back there tomorrow and talk to the guy.
No,
so.
I mean I mean, did you direct the resident to call North Barrington?
I tell the guys all the time, if there's any problem, just have them call the village.
Yeah, okay. We're just doing what we were told to do.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
There are quite a few spots I'd still like to spot patch before the year ends. We can only hope that the weather conditions hold up for us. That's actually everything I have in my report, but I do have something else to add, and since Lucy's not here, I can just go ahead without getting yelled at.
Jessica?
We actually have a build date for our new truck,
Oh my God, exciting.
November 25th.
Just in time for Christmas.
Now, when he told us that, we were all pretty excited,
Uh-oh.
but he said that does not mean the truck will be completely built on the 25th. They will start the build. He said it takes usually 2 days to build the truck. Now, if the truck is missing the chip, you put it out in the parking lot and it sits there until the chip comes in. So Matt from Benell, who we have ordered the truck from, has a connection there at the factory, and he usually gets a call. Matt, the truck is done, it's built, it's complete, it's going to ship out to you. If it's not, he will get a call.
Okay.
We did talk to him about ordering our new truck.
Okay.
He said don't look for it any earlier than 2025.
But we need to order it now to get on the list. Yeah.
So we'll have all the specs for the next cow meeting and the price for the whole works. And by
It'll
that
be-
time, it could go up.
Oh, yeah, well, it
So-
probably will be. We'll have to just put a little buffer in there, or expect an increase.
Yep.
Okay. You said November 24th or 25th, rather, because 24th is Thanksgiving. November 25th, okay.
So we can only hope.
Yep, keep our
Any
fingers crossed.
questions?
What about the bucket truck?
We still have an expected date in December. No date, but they said December.
That was supposed to be here in August.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that was the one that hadn't been delayed.
I know, and then it got delayed anyway.
So
Yeah, I
we're
know.
keeping our fingers crossed for that one too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Anybody have questions for Mike? Thanks, Mike. Next, Sarah?
All right. Good evening. We are doing well down in health and wellness. We are now fully staffed, which is really good. Betsy started this week, which is really exciting, and she has just jumped right on in and has been able to take some of the cases that we've been struggling with a little bit, because she's really good with Medicaid and all those kind of insurances. So she's been able to kind of call these people back and give them some answers, because there's a lot of red tape with Medicaid and Part B and different things. So she has been able to take some of those and answer questions immediately. So that's awesome. We are starting our grief group on September 28th. We're also looking into getting a caregiver support group started and a parenting group started. So we're kind of gauging interest in those right now. We also really want to thank Buy Commercial Energy and Diane, because they donated 10 toilet seat risers, and it was like they started the floodgates because we got all of these donations in. We got so many donations in that we were able to get rid of some of the older things that we had. So thank you, Highway Department, for coming and picking those up and trying to fix something that was run over.
Oh, no.
Someone ran over something, so they're trying to fix it, which would be great if it works out.
Awesome.
So our lending closet, it's stuffed.
Good.
So it's, it looks great. Charity Knit is also, they are continuing to, rock out, and they have donated so far like over 3,000 items this year.
Do they meet every week, or do they meet once a month here?
They meet They kind of have like a hybrid, so they're here every other week, and then they do Zoom every other week. So they kind of do both.
Monday night?
Monday
It's
night.
Monday night, sometimes it's at 6, but sometimes it's also at 1. Yeah, it's real tricky. You gotta look at the calendar, or you're gonna get it wrong. Yeah, let's see. Our next meeting is October 7th. That's kind of it right now. We're doing a lot of training. Because Betsy just started, and so did Michelle, our part-time administrative coordinator. So this week was really just kind of hands-on,
Yep.
doing that kind of stuff. Yeah,
So any questions? No? Okay,
okay.
thanks. Okay. All right, next, let's see, I have nothing on bus or cemetery, so I guess we're good to move on. New business, Midwest Transit Equipment. I'd like to have a motion to approve the purchase of what is right now being classified as a 2024 Ford Elkhart, excuse me, it's not an Elkhart, it is a Starcraft, thank you. It got changed on me, by the way, sorry. So let me start over. I would like a motion to approve the purchase of one 2024 Ford Starcraft shuttle bus with an estimate of $110,000. Final cost cannot be provided until the delivery of a chassis. They're estimating 18 months. That does include the cost of the lift will be included in this price. So the only thing that would be over and above might be a couple incidental pieces and lettering. So
So we talked about this at the county.
we did. I just want to make sure everybody's aware.
Second?
Okay, any other questions on that item? Okay. This way, it probably, I mean, I will budget to put it in the 23-24 budget in hopes, but either way, the money would come out of our 600 capital improvement, and there'll be money whether it's that year or the year after, so it's the best we can do at this point.
Thanks for getting it on the book.
No problem. So there's no other comments? Can we have a vote?
Supervisor Pomplin?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman is absent. Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
Trustee Ufredike?
Yes.
Trustee Wiffle?
Okay. Any reason to go into executive session?
No.
All right, hearing no other business to come forward in front of the board, I will like a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Okay, motion adjourned meeting adjourned rather at 7:31.
We're gonna roll call that vote?
Pardon? Oh, yeah, call the roll. Call the roll. Sorry.
Supervisor Pomplin?
Yes, I always skip right over that part. I'm in a hurry, I guess.
Trustee Ufredike?
Yes.
Trustee Sykes?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhoit? Trustee Bowman is absent.
All right, thanks for keeping me on track there, guys.